Para pemirsa, pada tanggal 13 November 2016 yang lalu, MetroTV menyiarkan video tentang bioterror. Sudah siapkah kita kalau seandainya suatu saat kita diserang dengan senjata tersebut? Selamat menyaksikan.
The Domestic Preparedness Program is a series of training exercises coordinated by the U.S. Army. Today they are showing Boston's police, fire, and ambulance services how to reduce panic and how to protect themselves from contaminated casualties. Army commanders in charge of the program hope it will prepare emergency services for the real thing.
Being aware is a primary piece of being ready. And if we can make the cities aware and those critical first responders aware, we can make a bad situation not as bad.
But can they? As well as training civilians, the Army also demonstrate what they can do in the event of an attack. In this exercise, they show how they would defuse a suspected biological bomb. An X-ray has revealed that inside the suitcase is a bomb designed for dispersing particles. They could be deadly germs. The men use a tent made from super tough Kevlar to stop flying shrapnel, which could break through their protective biohazard suits. They fill it with special foam, which will destroy any living organisms that might be inside the bomb. It looks impressive. But the problem with a terrorist biological attack is that you wouldn't know it was coming, so there would be little chance of being able to defuse the weapon. And although the training is raising awareness, it won't solve how Boston's hospitals would cope with a sudden epidemic of an exotic killer disease. Our only comfort is that biological weapons are far from simple to make. The terrorists might infect themselves in the process, or be unable to deliver the agent successfully. But these problems, which so far have stalled the use of biological weapons, may soon be overcome. Deadly viruses and bacteria are available to terrorists and dictators. Recent events have proved that such people are tempted by the potential to kill on a mass scale. But if they are so powerful, why have these weapons of terror been used so rarely in the past? The problem is how to deliver the bugs efficiently and infect only the people you want to kill. And it's been puzzled over by scientists ever since germ warfare research began. In a series of horrific experiments in a prison camp during the Second World War, Japanese scientists deliberately infected humans. But they were not able to develop effective ways of dispersing the bugs. After the war, as hostility with the Soviet Union increased, the U.S. began to invest vast resources in a germ weapons program. Scientists were under pressure to solve the problems fast, as the United States began to fear an attack by Soviet agents. As a result of this fear, the Pentagon decided to conduct their own experiments to see what would happen if Soviet operatives attacked U.S. cities. By now, the U.S. scientists had worked out how to keep the bugs alive and how to make them the right particle size. In train stations and terminals, FBI men dispersed clouds of bacteria to see how far they would travel. The bacteria were said to be harmless and were used to simulate plague or anthrax. With detection centers to pick up the presence of the bacteria in the air around cities, they wanted to see how many people would be affected, depending on what delivery system the Soviets might use.
There were many trials carried out in both the UK and the United States, and a certain amount of cooperation on seeing the effects of biological agents delivered by a number of different means, be it unorthodox means, sabotage-type means, from unconventional, maybe an aerosol generator in the back of a truck or on a boat offshore, for example.
The results of the experiments were not published. Meanwhile, the US and Britain were eager to develop delivery systems of their own. On an island off the coast of Scotland, British tests using anthrax on sheep had shown there were a variety of methods.